Next view now showing the tip of the boom.
This is Mission Control Houston. This view of the end of the remaining amount of tether.
This is Mission Control Houston. This view is of the end of the tether, the end of about 10 meters or so, roughly 30 to 33 feet of tether that's believed is still out in Columbia's cargo bay. The tether large.
And Jeff, we're tracking with the radar, and we do read zero tension.
The tether has broken. It is going away from it.
Started out as a normal deployment of TSS, ended in disappointment for Columbia's astronauts and flight controllers as the system monitoring the satellite lost all data and the flight crew watched as TSS and its curled tether sped away from the shuttle.
Columbia and the satellite now 77 nautical miles apart. In that call reporting that we can see the tether and see the satellite. It's beautiful. This view showing the satellite. Again, just moving into sunrise. 81 nautical miles now from Columbia.
This is Friendship 7. I'll try to describe what I'm in here. I am in a big mass of some very small particles that are brilliantly lit up like they're luminescent. I never saw anything like it. They're coming by the capsule, and they look like little stars, a whole shower of them coming by. They swirl around the capsule and go in front of the window, and they're all brilliantly lighted. They probably average maybe 7 or 8 feet apart. But I can see them all down below me also.
Guys getting the image?
Franklin, we see a long line, a couple of star-like things, and a lot of things swimming in the foreground. Can you describe what you're seeing?
Well, the long line is a tether, and there's a little bit of debris that kind of flies with us, and it's illuminated by the sun at such low angle, so there's a lot of stray light, and it's getting washed out quickly, but Claude is trying to do a quick, good job here adjusting the camera.
Copy that.
In that description by the crew, this is the tether in the satellite with approximately 12 miles of tether still attached to it. Columbia and the satellite now just passing over the west coast of northern Africa. The two spacecraft now 90 nautical miles apart. Controllers for the satellite did have communications with it during the close pass between Columbia and the satellite.
Columbia, Houston, that's a much better view, a lot more contrast visible. And how wide does that tether appear to be? It seems to resemble a much wider strand than we'd expect. Can you describe which way the satellite is visible on that strand?
Satellite now 100 nautical miles.
Now completely unzoomed, and you see the full extent of the tether. I tried to adjust the focus, but I can't get better than that.
Okay, Claude. Thank you.
Going to zoom in now.
Today, and my question is for Mr. McBrayer. According to the manufacturer, there was a spare tether in addition to the one that was hung up on STS-46 and snapped yesterday. What was the reasoning behind flying the same tether twice when you have a spare one that had never been used?
We had a qualification tether that we had been using in ground testing, quite a lot of ground testing. We felt like the flight tether was in good shape. We took off the 300 meters that we had used during the first mission and felt that the flight tether had fewer cycles on it than the qualification tether that we had in the test setup.
Was there ever any consideration or any discussion about flying the spare tether?
Not to my knowledge.
Negative. They're very slow. They're not going away from me more than maybe 3 or 4 miles per hour. They're going at the same speed I am, approximately. They're only very slightly under my speed. Over. They do have a different motion, though, from me. Because they swirl around the capsule and then depart back the way that I am looking. Are you receiving? Over. There are literally thousands of them. This is Friendship 7. Am I in contact with anyone? Over. This has been going on since about 1+15, over. Just after I remarked about the sunset, I looked back up and looked out the window, and all the little swirl of particles was going by, over. This is Friendship 7 broadcasting in the blind. Sunrise has come up behind in the periscope. It was brilliant in the scope, a brilliant red as it approached the horizon. It came up, and just as I looked back up out the window, I had literally thousands of small luminous particles swirling around the capsule and going away from me at maybe 3 to 5 miles per hour. Now that I am out in the bright sun, they seem to have disappeared. It was just as the sun was coming up. I can still see just a few of them now, even though the sun is up some 20 degrees above the horizon. I still have some of these little particles coming around the capsule occasionally here. I can see them against the dark sky even on the day side. Over.
Roger, understand. Friendship 7, join us. If you have a chance, could you give us a blood pressure check?
Roger, Friendship 7, we'll give blood pressure check. I still have some of these particles that I cannot identify coming around the capsule occasionally, over.
Roger, how big are these particles?
Very small. I would indicate they're of the order of a 1/16 of an inch or smaller. They drift by the window, and I can see them against the dark sky. Just at sunrise, there were literally thousands of them. It looked like just a myriad of stars, over.
Shutdown in process.